Hello, I'm Amy Blaylock. Welcome to City Hall this week. Durham's 2012-2013 budget is now in place. The City Council approved the $372 million spending plan at its June 18th meeting. The budget includes a property tax increase of 1 cent per $100 of assessed property value, meaning the owner of a $150,000 home will pay $15 more each year in taxes. The additional money raised by the increase will go toward a dedicated fund for affordable housing initiatives. Water, sewer, and stormwater customers will also be paying more, on average about $1.26 more per month for water and sewer volume and service charges, as well as an average $5.40 more per year for stormwater rates. The water and sewer increases will support operational and maintenance needs. The stormwater fee increase will go toward major capital projects associated with the Falls and Jordan Lake rules. And the new downtown Durham Business Improvement District finally gets off the ground. A 7-cent tax rate per $100 of a property's assessed value will allow the city to offer enhanced services for the downtown area. The new budget goes into effect on July 1st. The Southside Redevelopment project is ready to take a significant step forward. During its June 18th meeting, the City Council approved several contracts that lay the groundwork for construction to begin on Phase 1 of the project. Phase 1 includes the development of 132 rental units on approximately 7 acres of the site. The Master Development Agreement with McCormick Barron Salazar will guide the project by outlining the company's role as the city's primary partner.
McCormick Barron Salazar serves as the developer of the rental portion of the Southside Revitalization Project. They'll maintain an ownership interest in the project as well as maintain and operate the rental portion of the project for the next 30 years.
For Phase 1 of the development, the city will provide up to $6.8 million in funding for infrastructure improvements for the entire site.
The city's $6.8 million for Phase 1 will pay for the demolition of the existing streets and infrastructure, the removal of contaminated soil and materials from the site, as well as the creation of new streets and new infrastructure for the Phase 1 part of the development.
The city will also loan McCormick Barron Salazar up to $5.3 million for construction of the rental units, of which a certain number will be set aside for low-income individuals and families.
Of those 132 units, 80 of those will serve persons who are 60% or below of the area median income. 52 of those units will be market rate.
To comply with Internal Revenue Service requirements associated with the tax credits for the project, Phase 1 must be completed no later than December of 2013.
The infrastructure work will begin in July of 2012. The first thing that citizens will see is the demolition of the existing streets and the clearing of the site.
In addition to those commitments, the city will pay $2.7 million to self-help for 71 lots it owns in the Southside portion of the site, 35 of which will be developed as home ownership units in the first phase of construction. The city and county's Opening Doors in Durham to Prevent and End Homelessness initiative now has more direction. The Homeless Services Advisory Committee provides leadership for the initiative and offers guidance to the City Council and the Board of County Commissioners.
The Homeless Services Advisory Committee provides leadership and guidance to community-wide efforts to serve those persons who are homeless within our community. One of the main responsibilities of the HSAC is to create opportunities such that people will no longer be homeless and can move into permanent and stable homes.
The City Council recently approved an agreement with the county to further clarify the responsibilities of the committee.
One of the principal responsibilities for the Homeless Services Advisory Committee is to approve the continuum of care application. This is where our locality receives over $900,000 from the federal government to create housing opportunities for those that are homeless. Another objective of the Homeless Services Advisory Committee is to prepare a strategic plan for our community to help design a community-wide strategic plan to serve those that are homeless. Also, another goal of the Homeless Services Advisory Committee is to work with the homeless service providers within our community to create an overall vision and performance measurements so that we can evaluate how much progress we're making toward ending homelessness.
The agreement also spells out the joint and individual responsibilities of the city and county regarding efforts to address homelessness.
The city's and county's main responsibility is to implement the federal strategic plan to prevent and end homelessness, which is called Opening Doors. One of the main focuses of the strategic plan is to promote collaborative leadership within the local community to prevent and end homelessness. The city's responsibilities include providing staff support for the Homeless Services Advisory Committee. The city is also responsible for submitting the Continuum of Care application. The city is also responsible for collecting data on homelessness throughout our community.
In addition, the agreement clarifies the relationships between the committee and each of the local governments.
The Homeless Services Advisory Committee was formed by the city government and the county government. It's a 19-member committee. Several of the members are appointed by the County Board of Commissioners as well as the City Council, but also involves other stakeholders, including nonprofits and institutions such as Duke University, North Carolina Central University, and Durham Technical Community College. Also includes the school board as a part of the Homeless Services Advisory Committee.
The city and county are splitting the cost of implementing the agreement and the Opening Doors initiative. The city and county are also continuing their partnership to target gang activity in Durham. Find out how that goal is being achieved when City Hall This Week continues. Welcome back. The city and county are continuing their efforts to reduce and prevent gang activity in Durham. An agreement with the county will allow for the continuation of the gang reduction strategy. A strategy that continues funding for a gang reduction manager over the next year, as well as support for the Project BUILD program, which stands for Building, Uplifting, Improving Lives Daily. The goal of the program is to effectively increase the number of at-risk young people it serves. The city's total contribution toward the strategy for next year is $69,000. The city wants to hear what you have to say about a plan submitted by IBM to improve the education, well-being, and job readiness of Durham's youth. The plan is based on a study completed earlier this year. It outlines steps the city can take in partnership with schools, workforce readiness programs, and other public, private, and nonprofit stakeholders to better coordinate and measure the success of their efforts. The city has set up a Facebook page to encourage feedback and discussion. The page includes links to IBM's report and to a brief video about the challenges Durham's young people face. Community leaders will meet in the coming weeks to assess what the next step should be to take advantage of the key recommendations in the report. If your neighborhood wants to participate in this year's National Night Out events, you still have time to register. Events such as these from last year will be held in communities throughout Durham on Tuesday, August 7th. The gatherings offer a chance for neighborhoods to take a stand against crime and to simply let people get to know each other better. The deadline for neighborhoods to register is July 9th. If you're looking for something to do on the 4th of July, we have just the thing for you. Find out how you can take part in one of Durham's most exciting traditions when City Hall This Week continues. Welcome back. July 4th is just around the corner, and we want to remind you about the citywide celebration that will be held at the Durham Bulls Athletic Park. On Wednesday, July 4th, you can attend the Bulls baseball game and then stick around for fireworks. Tickets are required for the 6 o'clock game, but the gates will open for free at the end of the 7th inning. The fireworks will begin immediately following the game. For more information about the 4th of July celebration, visit the Parks and Recreation homepage on the city's website. That does it for this edition of City Hall This Week. Don't forget to like us on our new Facebook page and follow us on Twitter. Those links are listed on your screen and can also be found on the Public Affairs homepage on the city's website. And of course, you can still find us on demand on DTV8's webpage and the city's YouTube channel. I'm Amy Blaylock. Thank you for joining us.